everyone, welcome back to the kitchen, and today we are continuing on our keto-friendly path, and we are going to make some egg bites similar to the kind they sell at Starbucks, only we're going to use our pressure cooker to make them. So let's go see how these all come together. We're going to go over all of the ingredients for our pressure cooker egg bites. Now, I will start by saying you do not need to make these in your pressure cooker. If you don't have a pressure cooker, you can totally make these in cupcake or muffin tins in your oven, and these are going to take 20 to 25 minutes to bake. In the pressure cooker, I'm going to show you how to make them, because if you have an Instant Pot, maybe you got one for Christmas, if you have a pressure cooker and are an aficionado, maybe you never thought about making these in your pressure cooker. If you're not familiar, Starbucks makes an egg bite with ham and Gouda cheese. They make one with bacon. They make an egg white egg bite that has spinach and mozzarella in it, and they're super healthy. And if you are on a keto friendly or low carb diet, then these are going to be really great for you to make. You can make a whole bunch of them all at one time. You can put them in an airtight container in your fridge. You can reheat them in the microwave, so they're a really easy grab and go breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, anytime you need a protein boost. So what you're going to need for these: 8 eggs, 1 cup of full-fat cottage cheese, 1 cup of cheese of your choice shredded. This happens to be Gouda. You can use whatever kind you like. We're also going to need a brick of softened cream cheese, and that's what's going to go into the base. And we're going to make this in our blender, so you can do this in your blender. You can use an immersion blender, but you really do need to do this in a blender. And we're going to put some sausage crumbles and cheese in some, and some ham dices in some, and I have some green onion. We're also going to use additional cheese in each of the egg bite cups, and I'll show you what we do with those in a minute. And then I have a teaspoon of my crazy salt blend, or my super seasoning salt. This is a copycat of Jane's Crazy Mixed Up Salt. I'll leave a link in an iCard up at the top of the screen, and I'll also leave a link down below to the video where you can learn more about that. We're going to go ahead and mix up our egg base. So I've cracked all 8 of my eggs right into my Ninja. You want to make sure that your cream cheese is at like super duper room temperature. You see how soft that is? That's exactly how you want it. So in goes the cream cheese, your 1 cup of shredded cheese, and your cottage cheese. That's gonna go all in there. Our crazy salt. You don't have crazy salt, don't sweat it. Just use salt, pepper, whatever herb, spice that you like. That has a lot of different things in it. Now we're just gonna go ahead and put our lid on, clamp it shut, and now we're just going to, I'm just gonna hit the smoothie button, and we're gonna let this go. Okay, our blender is done working its magic. You see how liquidy it looks, and it's like whipped and beautiful, and that is exactly how you want it, because the whipping process is what makes these egg bites so fluffy and tender and amazing. Okay, now that we have our egg base all mixed up and all of our prep ready to go, it's time to get these egg bites poured out. Like I said, you don't even need a pressure cooker to do this, and I'll leave instructions in the printable recipe of how you can make these in the oven. They're not going to souffle up as much as if you made them in the pressure cooker, and they're going to take longer. So just keep that in mind. It's really not a big deal. You can get these egg bite, these are silicone egg bite containers that you make your egg bites in. I got this off of Amazon. I'll leave a link down below where you can get some. They're pretty inexpensive. This one was $6.99. You can get, you know, a set of 2 for about $13, and mine came with little handles and a lid that you can put on it. And silicone. It is silicone, yeah. So you can, it's not going to be bothered by the heat or anything, and you can put these in your dishwasher. Now, if you don't want to use that, and you have some of these silicone cupcake liners, they usually come in a package of 12 or 24 or so, and they're very inexpensive. I'll also leave a link down below to some of these. I had these hanging out in my cabinet, and I wanted to make more than 7. This egg bite thing only has 7, you know, vessels in it. So I thought, well, let's use those, and those are going to work out just fine. And I just kind of crammed them in there in the bottom of my rack. Now, I'm using my Go Wise 10-quart pressure cooker today. I'll bring that over in a minute. For those of you who followed me for any time, you know that I have that. I love it. And it came with these accessories. It came with these two steamer racks. You see they have holes in the bottom. And I also have the rack in the bottom so that everything is well steamed. So before you put your egg mixture in, you're going to want to go ahead and put whatever you want in these egg bites in the containers before you pour it. So this one I'm going to do all with sausage, and then I'm going to do some with ham, and then we have some Gouda cheese. You can use whatever you like. You can use bacon, you can use turkey bacon, you can use shredded chicken. Now you're going to get your egg mixture, your base that we mixed up in the blender, and you're going to pour into each container, fill it up, and then you may have to go at it with a little skewer just to get everything mixed up together. Okay, just go ahead and take a skewer and give these a little bit of a turn. That way everything will settle nicely. You don't have to worry about only keeping these at like 3/4 full or something, because even though you're doing it in the pressure cooker, these are going to kind of souffle, and they're going to be somewhat awesome when you're done. And then you can go back, and if you feel like you need to fill any up further, then you can do that with any remaining egg mixture that you might have in your blender. All right, we've got our Go Wise all set up and ready to go. I absolutely love this pressure cooker. If you're interested, I'll leave more information down below where you can go check out their website.
And we use this all the time.
I've had this particular model. This is probably my 4th brand of pressure cooker, and it is by far my favorite. So what you want to do is put your rack in the bottom, put a cup of water in there. Okay, I went ahead and I put the first tray, which is the silicone cupcake cups, in the bottom rack, because these are not going to souffle up quite as much, and I want the ones on the top rack to be able to souffle up. You'll also notice that I took the handles out of that rack because it wants to lay flat in the center, and I don't want it to do that because it's going to cook into my egg bites, and I don't want that to happen. So don't worry if you get a little egg mixture on your silicone egg bite maker, because it's all going to come out in the end. It'll be easy to remove, and it'll come out from the dishwasher, so it hardly even matters. Remember, we have our water in there already. I'm going to pop the lid on. This 1 cup of water in the bottom is going to create a steam environment. It's going to steam the eggs, which is going to make them super tender, fluffy, and light, just like the ones at Starbucks, which are made with a sous vide. We're going to put it on the steam setting for 8 minutes, which is the default. High is the default pressure. Once this goes up to pressure, it will cook for 8 minutes, and then it will stop and alert you that the time has finished. You're going to want to have this come down with natural pressure release, meaning you're going to leave this alone until the lid will come off by itself. Don't force it. Just be patient. We're going to cook our egg bites, and then we'll be back when it's time to open this up and reveal all the goodness. Okay, our pressure cooker cooked for 8 minutes, and then I allowed it to come down on natural pressure for 10 minutes, and then I released the remaining pressure. You don't have to let it like completely naturally release. Just that initial 10 minutes of natural release is going to be good enough. Now I've already opened this up and put the lid back on it for you to see. When you open it up initially, your egg bites are going to be super puffy and look like a souffle. Mine have already sunken back in. Now you just want to take these out, and those look pretty good too. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go and let these sit for about 10 minutes, and then we're going to remove them from the molds. Fun fact, I forgot to instruct you to spray your molds with cooking spray. So you want to do either olive oil or coconut oil spray. So we'll be back and we'll show you what these look like, and we will give them a taste. Well, there you have it. Our egg bites are done. They popped right out of the molds. I didn't even need to cajole them. It was so simple. The egg bites from the mold, they fell right out. It was super simple. The ones that were in the little cupcake liners were just as easy to come out. I'm serving them upside down because I think they look really pretty. And if you're going to make these for a brunch or a buffet, I highly recommend you do that, because These cupcake liners were super easy to use. And I might add, if you are going to use your cupcake tins and bake these in the oven, if you have those silicone baking cups, go ahead and use them because it's going to help them come right out and you probably won't have to use any oil at all. I did want to point out that if you are a fan of the egg bites from Starbucks, they are almost $5 and you get 2 of them. And that's a lot of money. And I probably made all of these for less than $5. So that's just something to keep in mind. Super economical. You can refrigerate these very easily. You can freeze these individually in like little sandwich bags and then put them in a container. And then if you are going to plan to have these for breakfast or something the next day, pull them out, let them thaw in the fridge, pop them in the microwave for 30 seconds to a minute, and you will be ready to go, and it'll be just like the day you made them. They'll be super fresh and delicious, and these hold surprisingly well in the refrigerator. You can make these once a week and have enough for the whole week, and then you'll have breakfast in the bag. It's super easy. So we're going to give these a try. I'm going to cut one in half so you can see what it looks like. These are so pretty. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. You ready?
I have to.
What do you think?
Delicious.
It's like a little omelet. So good.
That is really good.
Definitely a keeper. Definitely economical, definitely freezer friendly, definitely make ahead, definitely make these.
Definitely delicious.
Definitely delicious. No matter if you buy the mold, which I will leave information down below for, no matter if you make them in the cupcake liners, which I will also leave a link for, it doesn't matter. You guys are going to love these. If you are a fan of eggs, if you are on a low carb or keto friendly diet, these are going to be perfect for you.
Invest in the silicone, it'd be worth it.
I agree. I definitely think that it's something that you will use over and over again in your kitchen for sure. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure and give me a thumbs up. And if you are new to my kitchen, you wandered over to see what was going on, welcome. It's always a pleasure to make new friends and have you visit with me. Please be sure and hit the subscribe button. And as always, if you are a tried and true member of the Noreen's Kitchen family, be sure that you have hit the bell notification button so that you get an email or push notification every single time that we upload a new video, because we don't want any of you, new or old, to miss out on all the real food for real people, real easy recipes that we present all the time right here on our YouTube channel and straight from our kitchen. I hope you give these egg bites a try sometime soon, and I hope you love them. And until next time, I'll see ya.